Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back, We are continuing on our basic semi-truck build. In the last video, we added the connections for the air and the power to the trailer. So in this video, I'm basically just going to go over, we're pretty well going to finish the truck, I hope. That's the plan anyways. So we'll get the truck out, the base semi. Well, first we'll work on that. And then we could work on the trailer too at the same time, but we'll work on the truck first because this was mostly about the truck. All right. So, first thing we're going to start with is the lights. I need brake lights and the left and the right and the tail and all that kind of stuff, right? So, I suppose what we can do is we can insert a part and we can, do I want to model these? I think I can probably model some lights here. Let's see. Scale this way. They could be square, I suppose. They could be kind of square. Let's see here. If we come in like this. I'm gonna have to look at a picture here. Let's go to yeah, whatever. Let's go to Google. Go to Google. And what is this in here? What do we need? We need semi-truck rear lights. Semi-truck rear lights. Then we can model something like this. And look at images here. Okay. Ooh, that looks pretty cool actually. That's some really neat ones. This is pretty basic. We could do something like this. That's nice with the license plate. Don't know how to do a license plate. We could try and set something like that up. But this is just a real basic semi. It doesn't have all these fancy bells and whistles on it. So anyways, that's the idea here, right? It's kind of round, so we'll have the red part on the bottom, and we're going to have the other part on top. So they're going to be like a dual sort of thingy. So we need to make this glass. Where is it here? Glass is there. This could be black, so this could kind of be like the back panel for it. I just like glass because it's nice and smooth, right? So we can do that. Yeah, I suppose. Okay. And the other thing we're going to need is some cylinders. Want to make the corners round. Something like that. Maybe that was too far. All right, we want these corners to be rounded off. So if we take this, scale it to the same thickness, or try to scale it to the same thickness here. And we can move this just down like that. All right, so we'll take this. We'll turn constraint details off for now. And we'll scale that so where's it going to sit? Just like that. Move, and we've got to duplicate this one here, and we've got to rotate it. And we got to move it. I'm gonna union this all together once it's done. So it'll be one part. It's just a matter of getting this. The round sides worked out. I don't know. It's probably gonna be maybe like that. So let's see here. Move. We'll duplicate that. It's gonna come here to there. And we'll duplicate that. Bring that up to approximately there. Sure, why not? I don't actually. I can just scale this, can't I? Yeah, just like that. Out to there. And we can scale this up to there. Just like that, kind of. Let's see. Come down just a little bit, just like that. Perfect. Something like that. There we go. So now this, and this is going to be black, and we can make that glass. There, so it kind of looks like that. Yay, 3D modeling. Okay. And then that can kind of just shrink just a little bit. Just ever so slightly on the side. I don't even know. Maybe this one here will just move down a little bit. Something like that. This one here. All right, so once you're satisfied, I'm not satisfied with that. Once you're visually satisfied, yeah, there we go. That could kind of be our light. I know it's just sort of scale it here. There we go. All right, so we'll take that, and that. Take all those elements and we'll just union that together. Bingo, bango, bongo. Now that's one light. Did I forget that? I forgot that part. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Oh, you actually know what we'll do? We'll, let's Control Z. Let's undo that. And we're going to take this. Let's duplicate that before we, yeah, there we go. We'll move that out a little bit. Perfect. So we'll take that, and we'll union that together. And then we'll take this one here, and we were just going to weld it to there. And then we can take that. We can move. First, we're going to change it to orange. And then we're going to duplicate it. Okay, to there. And we will scale it to there. I know it's big. I will change the size of it. So that can be one light. Where's the union here? Right there. Group that together. Right, and then we can just scale that right down. There we go. That is a light. Maybe it's going to be a little bit bigger. Something like that. Perfect. Now, it's a dual purpose light. So we need to now drag that into the base semi. And I think everything's going into miscellaneous. I'm pretty sure that's where I had it. So we'll take the union and we'll just weld that to the back of the body. Now, the other thing we also need on this is some mud flaps. That's going to help us line up the lights. The mud flaps. And they're probably going to hang, let's see, maybe there. Scale this out. Up to there. We can make this metal. And of course, this is going to be can't collide false for obvious reasons. It's right by the light and everything else. Okay, and then hanging off of there, we need a block. However low you want that to hang. Just in case we pick up some rocks. Just in case we pick up some rocks. And we'll scale this down here like this, and this to this. We could even make this thing real thin. It doesn't need to be so large, right? Just like what we did on the tow truck, basically. Just like that. And then we can take that, and we can create a hinge. Between there, and we can take this one here, and let's just move it over just a little bit, like so. Take that position, take this one here, boom, just like that. And now that's going to swing back and forth. Will it delete? It shouldn't delete when it's there, right? It should stay there. Oh, it's way over there. Why is it so far away? I don't even know. All right, yeah, there we go. And now that should move, right? Yeah, perfect. Look at that. It is collidable. Now that's debatable. It's collidable because it swings. You may want to make it can't collide false just in case it clips. You know, it will clip into the wheel. If you do that, I get that. But at the same time, too, it's kind of it might interact with the wheel in a way that maybe we don't want. So we can do that, and instead we can make it rubber. I think they're rubber. Oh yeah, look at that, nice and smooth. And then of course you can insert surface UI. You can put a decal on there, anything that you want. So now we're going to take this and this, and we're going to duplicate it, and we are going to move it over here. Perfect. Maybe jump just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not sure. So yeah, so that's kind of the back of the truck. Right? We have the lights, and then it looks like there's this, that's probably the where the air compressor is. Over here, it's just kind of, you know, this is all protected. So we need to build like a shield sort of thingy sort of here, so we don't see this, so the axle isn't exposed. Here you go, we'll just duplicate this. Oh, actually, no. We'll just duplicate that. Now, this was welded, right? This is welded onto the truck. It is. So we want to take that and that and that and that, and we want to put this. We might as well group that together. And we can put that into miscellaneous. And then now we just have this part here, and we don't need this, and we don't need this. And I can just bring this out to the back here, just like this. Excuse me. Woof. All right, this can come in here, something like that. It can come down to about there. It just sort of hides that, and there we go. And that kind of, you know, protects the back. We could scale it if we wanted to. We could scale it to there. Whatever that is. Okay, so now we need to take the light. Now we need to take the light. We don't need that. It's an empty model. That's an empty model. That's that thing. What's this over here? Nothing. All right, perfect. That's this. Light. Now we're going to have to change that because I think it needs to be brakes and reverse. So, and then left and right. Let's look at the, not the initialize, but we'll go back into the light add-on here and the handler for the truck. And we can unsilence that. Yeah. We have the headlights, but we don't have the rear lights and the brakes and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to do what we were doing yesterday with the lights, and we need to take that part there. First off, let's duplicate this. Let's duplicate that. Do that. I think they're all welded. Let's press play and find out. They are welded. Perfect. That actually looks really nice. And now for this one here, we can make this white. And this one here, we can also make white. Perfect. So now that and that, we're going to group together. We're going to call this reverse. And then in here, we're going to group that together, and we're going to rename that to G1. And then we need the code from probably the headlights. And we need to go paste into, and that's going to make it neon and then smooth plastic. And then we also need to insert a light. Insert object, point light, and we need to rename that to light. Okay. We can edit it. Obviously, the range is a bit much. 3 works. So let's copy that. Paste into there. I think that's all we need to do. Yeah. Now, for the brakes, we're going to group those together, and we're going to call that brakes. And then we need to take the reverse, copy that, paste that into brakes, and then we need to take this, and we need to group that together, and we need to rename that to G1. I'm just renaming it to G1 because that's what we have here. Script that parent to G1 get children. I could always just rename it there to whatever this is. Anyways. Trying to avoid having to do too much code. So we insert object. We need a light in here as well. Same thing. We want that range to be about 3, and this one here we want these to be red. So we can copy that. We can paste into, and we're gonna do the exact same thing with the trailer. Trailer has to be set up exactly the same way. 2, 3. And then now we need left and right. So if we take this and we group that together, put that in miscellaneous, this could be the left. And we can group that together, and we can rename that G1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the code from the wrecker, group that together, miscellaneous, this could be right, because it turns on and then it turns off, right? And group that together, rename that, and it's already in the code. So insert object, point light, insert object, point light. Now we want this one here to be yellow. And we want the range to be 3. And we'll do the same with this one here. We want this one to be yellow. Or orange, I guess. And we can set that range to 3. Now, everything should be set up. Now, the only thing that isn't set up is the code for the blinkers. So what we want to do is we want to go into the wrecker. If you're not sure, the tow truck, there's 7 or 8 videos about how to build yourself a tow truck. You can check that out, and that's where we get the code for the blinkers. I go through that in full detail and explain how to set it up, how to set up the code. Okay. So now I'll get in it. It should work. Oh, how many errors do we get? Reverse. All right, so now I have to go through and I have to actually change the name of the light to light instead of point light. 3, 4. No, that's how you do it. L-I-O, and I don't even have to capitalize it. That's even better. Alrighty. Isn't that what other YouTubers do? They say, go watch my other videos if you want to learn how I made this. Okay, so let's see here. Light. And in reverse. Oh, but it's capital. It's just gotta be like that. Alright. Now hopefully there's no errors. No errors. Okay, cool. So now if we go reverse, let's set the clock to whatever where it's nice and dark. Hey, yeah, there we go. See that? Reverse, we go forward. Brake lights come on, left, and right. That's actually really cool. This thing fell off though. This thing here fell off. Better weld that to the body so it doesn't fall off. That's this part here. I'll put that into miscellaneous. Yeah, and if you're wondering why I'm putting everything into miscellaneous, one, this is where I told the code these lights were going to be. And also, if you put any of this stuff in the body, you need to anchor it. Excuse me, sorry, because a chassis, what it'll do is it'll take I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It'll take stuff and do stuff. No, what it'll do is it welds all the parts to the vehicle seat. So if it's not anchored, it'll disappear into the vehicle seat. That's one reason. And the other reason is, I don't actually know. I'm just going to use that reason because for some reason. I'm tired today. I had to do a lot today. So that's almost like, oh my goodness. Getting a wireless keyboard was a mistake. A mistake. Something doesn't jive. Oh, that's what's not jiving. There we go. There we go. Something wasn't working out there. There we go. That seems a little bit different. Yes. And then now I can scale this. Yes. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now again, I'm just kind of a block in the back. Looks kind of cool, and we can expand. You can expand on that if you want. Now you can add more of these lights to it. You can make the mud flaps really low. They're basically for rocks, right? If the truck picks up the rocks, that's all. And we can add. We can then go through. We can make the truck look fancy if we want. We can try and add a fender to it. There's a lot we can do at this point in time. We could fully customize this truck now if we wanted to. For me, it's just a basic truck, so I'm not going to worry too much about full customization just yet. And I mean, and that's pretty much that. So as far as the left blinker goes, we can take that, we can duplicate this, right? We can rotate it. And now we can move this blinker wherever we want it. I like it on the fender. Like I say, again, it's just a basic truck. It's not meant to be really fancy and really kitted out. It's just kind of a basic design. So we can have that there. Duplicate it. Put it down here. I know we use those fancy yellow lights. I might actually upgrade this to the ones that we use on the Wrecker. They're really cool. Yeah, and then you can scale this up, make it bigger, make it fancy, right? Okay, and now we're going to do the same for this side here. Duplicate, rotate, like so. And then this comes up here like this, and this comes up here like this. I'm hoping the difference in the color is just because the sunlight's on this side. All right, we can duplicate that, rotate it 45. And these are welded to the body. We'll see these because they're already welded in there. And like that. And then you can always make this one bigger. Scale it up. I know it should be this. I just right now I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know how I could model that. It might take me a little bit. I don't know if I could do that in a quick little video. It might take me a little bit to figure it out. Yeah. So now we have everything. Now the other thing I'm gonna say is that if you put the hazards on for long enough, these lights will go out of sync. So that's just the way the code is. There should be one code for how they turn on and off when you turn the hazards on and off. But I just haven't gone through HASI to figure out where that is to change it around. So for now, that's the one thing, that's the one hazard, I guess, which is using these. So then you can turn them on. And we will turn the lighting down here, like that. There we go. Cool. And that is going to do it for our base semi-truck. Where are we at for the video here? We've got, we're only 26 minutes into this one. Okay, so now we basically do the exact same thing for the trailer. So we can take the trailer, and we need all these lights in it. Where's the trailer? There's the flatbed trailer. Bring that into the workspace. We can take that. Oh, is that what I want to do? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're going to do this a little bit differently. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do that. We're just going to total copy. I'm just going to be a copycat here. And do that. And that's the other thing you can do. And then, of course, these little models here, we can delete because we're not going to need them, right? Because we have our headlight here. And then if we wanted to add the hazards to the back. And then I guess basically we can just do the same thing here on the rear. Duplicate that. I guess I need to build a bumper for the trailer. I don't have a lot of experience with that. Duplicate. Is that right? Maybe something like that. All right, well, I'll duplicate that. Rotate. Move. Kind of do this here. Scale that. There we go. And then, of course, it'd be a license plate holder. Whatever in here. This could come across, and then of course this could be thinner on the face, and that's where the license plate and stuff would be. And then of course we also need mud flaps. We also need mud flaps for the trailer. So we will duplicate those. Group them together, and we're going to drag that into the flatbed, just like that. And we don't want it to be welded to the truck anymore. We want to make sure that's welded to the trailer. Same with this one. We don't want it to be welded to the truck. We want to make sure it's welded to the trailer. And I'll fill that in, right? You can't really see it from here. I guess you can actually. I wonder what the trailer. Let's not. I might get some undesired images if I do that. Okay, yeah. See, so they're a lot higher on the trailers, obviously. They come right up. So what is that? This model here. They'll probably come right up to here. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So back to the lights. Brakes. Now I gotta figure out. Ooh, I'm getting lucky. Ooh, I'm getting lucky. Okay, and I can drag this into the flatbed here like that. And I just go show welds just to make sure. Yeah, those are still welded there. So what we need to do is take all these welds and we need to bust them. All right, brakes, left, reverse, right. Perfect. And then I can just drag those and just put them on the trailer where they probably should go. Oh, and you know what I see actually? I see that I don't know if I disabled the lights. So when the trailer spawns in, these lights are actually going to be active. Now they could be there. Is that where they are on the trailer? They're up. They're up on the. That's right. That's right. They're up in here. Don't need to see the train details right now. Cool. So we can go like this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And we can do that with them. Now, if they're too big, scale them down. Oof, I don't actually like that. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're gonna weld that to there, and we're gonna weld that to there, and we're gonna weld that to there, and weld that to there. Okay, perfect. Now that should be that. So what I need to do is I actually need to modify the trailer. I need to make the trailer a little bit thicker to accommodate these lights, which is no big deal. I can do that. Okay, let's see if that's gonna work. Flatbed, base semi truck has to go back into trucks. Trailer has to go back into the trailer, or else we're not gonna be able to test it. Now let's see if we can test it out. So it's a little bit of work. It's a little bit of work, but once you get it rolling, and then once you've done one or two, it's no big deal. And then spawn the trailer in here. Oh, have I not connected the... Okay, haven't done that part yet. It's probably all still silent. So we'll go back into the truck, into A chassis, into the plugins, into the light add-on, and then we want to go into the trailer handler. Um, so what we need to do is car if we need to rename all of this to trailer right here. All right, we need to rename that to trailer. We don't want to say trailer.miscellaneous because they're not. They're actually inside the trailer. Now, if we created a folder inside the trailer or something in there, then, and as you can see here, so what I'm saying is that if you press left on the truck, it's also going to make the left light turn on the trailer, which is what we want to do. So we're just changing all that. If car.miss.right, if the right goes on, then what we want to do is we want to change this to trailer. We want to change this to trailer. Oh, just like that. Just like that. Because we're still reading those values, and we can transfer that. We'll get rid of this one here. We're totally replacing that with just the lights on the trailer. So right now we're just trying to handle the lights that are on the trailer through the script and nothing else. And that way nothing gets confusing. And then this is going to be trailer. And then this is going to be trailer. And then this will be trailer, and this will be trailer. Because we already have the exact same code for the vehicle. Else, if car.binder has true, then car.binder has equals false. I suppose we could add that to the flatbed. It does have hazards, so we can just say this trailer, and then trailer, and then trailer. Okay, just like that. Hopefully that's gonna work. Hopefully that's gonna work. So we spawn the truck in. Yeah, got the truck here. Okay. Spawn my trailer in. Perfect. Trailer's there. Got my lights. Got everything. Now, if I press, let's turn the lighting down. Yeah, look at that. You see it on the truck there, and you see it right there. Oh, hazards is not in there, really? And then that, okay. And then reverse. Oh, so we got to work on reverse and we got to work on hazards. H-A-Z. Huh. Line 54. Trailer.hazards.value. There we go. Okay, and then what about reverse? Oh, this is gotta be trailer. And same with this one here. This gotta be trailer. Perfect. So now it's all set to trailer. The only thing that isn't set to trailer should be these values. The car, if car.body.light.on.value equals true, then we could say trailer.light.on.value equals false. I guess we could do that. I don't know. I don't want to mess with that too much, but that's probably something we should do, but I'm not going to worry about that. today. Yeah, so now that we know that that works, you can take the flatbed trailer out. And now we also have, and then we can just take this left here. We can duplicate it, rotate it, and now we have lights that are going to blink. And we'll also have lights that are going to come on when we turn the headlights on the trailer. So it's kind of neat, right? If somebody's driving up to it and they see it, they'll be able to see that the truck. I don't know. Let's see. We'll center one over that wheel. Kind of make this a little bit bigger. If we can. Sure, we can duplicate that, and then, you know, we can put one here. Nice. And we can duplicate that. We can rotate that. Now, when this spawns in, the lights, I think the lights should turn off. When it spawns in, well, okay, and then we'll go back to there. Try and scale these in a similar fashion. Oh yeah, totally the same. Totally the same. Totally, absolutely, totally the same. Totally. Okay. Then we'll just duplicate that. And we'll move that up. I don't know, whereabouts is it? Somewhere around there. Oh yeah, totally identical on both sides. Perfect. And then what we can do is we can go through the lights. And we can just tell it enabled false. That way when it spawns in, none of the lights are turned on. Reverse. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Enable false. I think I did that to the headlight already. Yep. Reverse lights. I did that. Okay. And then brakes. Just like that. Perfect. Put the flatbed trailer back in there, and then we need to do that sort of on the semi. I'll have to see what that's about there. So we'll turn that on. Enabled false. Reverse. Enabled false. Left. Enabled false. And the brakes. Enabled false. I don't know if I think I did reverse too, did I? Yeah. That's it. That's all. All right, let's do the final test here. Turn the lighting down. Ooh, perfect. Nice and dark. Spawn the truck in. All right. I guess we could put a spotlight on here and that kind of stuff, but that would be more for the truck. This one doesn't really need an interface. It's just a basic truck. You know what I mean? It's not anything fancy like a wrecker or whatever. So now, if I turn that on, when I back up and connect, it should turn the lights on the trailer. Oh no, look, it's the opposite. Okay, so we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't want it to be the opposite. But look at that. All those lights are going, and all these lights are going. So your lights, you need to make sure you have the lights off when you connect to your trailer. Otherwise, it's gonna give you. I could probably disconnect, turn off the lights, reconnect, and then the lights will probably turn on. Excellent. So that is really gonna do it for this basic semi truck and trailer build. We have a flatbed trailer now. It's got all our hazards on there. We can use it. Oh, did that not work? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Is it in here? So we need to change this to trailer. And we need to change this to trailer. All right, I think all this needs to be trailer. Yes. There we go. And this one too. Trailer. And now the code shouldn't get confused. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Now let's try it. Let's try it one more time. One more time. Two more times. Who's counting at this point, huh? Here we go. All right. Spawn the truck. That works. I do want to figure out, because if you connect to your trailer in the middle of the night, you don't want to have to turn your lights off just to connect to it. I know it's going to work. I can't say that actually. All right. So now there we go. Now the whole truck turns on and off with the hazards. The headlights, right? We should put more of those lights on the flatbed trailer if we want to. We can go left. Right. Oh, that is so cool. And then if we back up, we reverse, and we go forwards, and we brake. Nice. And we put the park brake on, and the hazards on. There we go. So that is going to do it for this basic truck build. I hope you followed along all right. I hope that the instructions were clear. And the rest basically writes itself. Now you can take this trailer and you can modify it however you want into different versions. Change the name of it. Add a button to your interface here where you want the player to be able to spawn the vehicles in. And that's it. And that's the easiest way for you to track and manage the player's vehicles. And that's the easiest way for the player to be able to play the game and have a lot of fun. So thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. You guys are awesome. And I will see you all in the next build or video. Bye for now.